someone that you know and trust. Okay, so with self-management you can do that. Okay, you can hire your own support worker directly. There are risks with that. If you have an accident in your home, they can sue you. You go over a certain number of hours, you can end up in an employee-employer relationship, so you're liable for maternity leave, superannuation, all that sort of stuff. So that's where these guys come in, the plan management provider. They're an organisation that can coordinate both that for you. So they do plan coordination, they take the risk, they have a selection of contractors you can choose from, people that you can interview still, pick the ones you like, and they basically work through them, so they mitigate all that risk. They charge a fee for that, but like anything in the NDIS, and I think it becomes out of your plan, it gets added into your plan. Okay, so not like the current system where they have these host providers that charge fees and percentages of what you get. No, the NDIS, everything gets added in, never out. Okay, the only time something comes out of your plan is when you use the support.
That's interesting. So the YLYC plans at the moment, the provider takes 5%.
Oh, yeah, terrific. Yeah. Oh, some do. I mean, some charge more.
Right.
So yeah, it's no. The host providers will go, but you won't see host providers anymore.
Yep.
They may go down the plan management path, but that again, the NDIS set the prices, so they tell them how much they can charge for that. So they'll say you can get X amount of money for setup fee, X amount of money for administration. It's all set, it's all fixed, and that gets added to your plan. Okay. So yeah, that's been a big complaint for a long time with your life choice. Big complaint.
So would that be the better? To go to the management?
It depends on what you want to do. I mean, for the more creative stuff here, I mean, I talk to a lot of people with physical injuries that are already using, I don't know, one gentleman is using his neighbour, does his personal care for him, has done for years, knows her, trusts her, loves her, and wants to continue that arrangement. Well, they probably would need to self-manage that portion of personal care, and then he could then pay her directly. Okay, because she's not likely to register with the NDIS because she's not. She probably wouldn't be able to. She's not even doesn't even have a certificate in anything. She's just a neighbour, but she's been doing that care for years. So, in that situation, you know, he wants to be able to continue that, and so he should be able to. Which is why we have self-management, because everybody has different needs. Their disability has different affects in different ways, and they all want to have that freedom to be able to pick and choose which works best for them.
The guidelines currently preclude hiring family members?
Yeah, it does. There's some discussion around that. Obviously, culturally and linguistically diverse, so people with different language groups, the families are often the best to provide that support. That's been brought up. Also, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander communities, remote communities, there are no services. The families are doing it already. Why wouldn't you pay them? So you may see some softening on that. We have to see how that goes. Still waiting, unfortunately. And that bilateral agreement, again, we're just waiting for it's just money. Once they've sorted that out, we'll be able to get some more details around what they will and won't fund. When it comes to paying carers, that is. Support networks are great. The last couple of slides are pretty much done, but this is, we talk to a lot of people about support networks. This is really important more for people with intellectual impairment, sometimes or non-verbal. It's really hard for them to be able to express what they want to do. So people that work with them often know what they're trying to do, what they're trying to achieve. They're working with them on a regular basis. So the point is you can involve anyone you like in your planning process, friends, families, boyfriends, you know, husbands, wives, anyone. You can bring along a football team to the planning process if you want to. The more ears, the better. It's flexible. Bring anyone that knows you and can support you along in that process. We talked about this already, about being confident consumer. I love that picture. It's so hard to know what's out there when you've been in a fishbowl all your life, you know, and that's the biggest single piece of feedback we get from people. How do you know what's out there when you've never been told? So we've got some time before it starts, before the NDIS kicks off. So start to have a look at what's available. Rather than go, oh, there's no point because I'm not going to get anything. Just try to stop thinking like that. Have a look at what's available. What is it I'm trying to do? What are my barriers? Identify those barriers. Again, think who's in your life, who you want in your life now and in the future. What are your strengths? What are your interests? What do you want to keep doing? What is it that's about FA that's stopping you from getting where you want to be? You know, from achieving the things you want to do in your life. So, what supports do I need to help me get past that? That's what you're trying to sort of work out. Keep all your disability information, everything you've got, any any records you've got, keep them and photocopy them. And I mean, the bottom one you can explain any way you want: pictures, words, diaries, whatever. Diaries are a good thing between now and then. Keep a record of that. Keep your receipts, any expenses that are related to disability. Keep all that. Take it along with you. Last couple of slides are just some resources.